Hello and welcome back to BitTalks, the podcast that brings you your daily news on cryptocurrency and blockchain. My name is Brandon and I am your host from BitTips. On today's episode, we will be discussing a variety of topics, including an exchange hack in South Korea, what is the SEC doing in crypto these days, how is the Indian government working on regulations, what is Japan set to do as far as regulations for crypto, and lastly, we'll be finishing off with a bit of price analysis on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Hello and welcome back to BitTalks, the podcast that brings you all your daily news on crypto and blockchain. My name is Brandon from BitTips and I am your host. On today's episode, we'll be discussing a variety of topics, including an exchange hack in South Korea, the SEC's current moves on Bitcoin ETFs, how the Indian and Japanese governments are planning to address Bitcoin regulation, and lastly, we'll be finishing off with a brief analysis on Bitcoin and Ethereum prices. On today, March 30th, BitHum, one of the leading cryptocurrency exchanges in South Korea, has experienced another hack. Over 3 million EOS has been transferred out from its hot wallet. BitHum has tweeted, "We deeply apologize to our members for delaying the cryptocurrency deposit and withdrawal service. We would like to inform you of the circumstances of the grounds and confirm that your assets are safe." The company claims that all of the spilled cryptocurrency is owned by BitHum and all members' assets are under protection in their cold wallet. BitHum reports that users' funds were safe from an outside infiltration and an internal embezzlement incident has been suspected. The suspected attack occurred on March 29, and BitHum has been monitoring the system closely. They have suspended withdrawals and deposits temporarily for the entire exchange as a measure to safeguard funds. Since the alleged attack, the exchange has registered a formal report with Kaisa, cyber police agency, and security companies. It is also conducting an internal inquiry into the matter. Moving to the United States, the SEC approval for 2 Bitcoin ETFs has yet again been delayed. The SEC, on March 29, released a press release of its letter to the CBOE, BZX Exchange Incorporated, and New York Stock Exchange ARCA and Bitwise, citing the designation of a longer period of time for the pending decision. The Bitwise ETF was filed with the SEC on February 15th of this year. The SEC normally has a 45-day period where they're allowed to rule on the decision of the application. However, the SEC also reserves the right to extend the decision for another 45 days. Many traders are wondering if this is going to affect the price of Bitcoin. However, this is a very common thing with the SEC delaying ETFs. Even the Gemini Trust Bitcoin ETF is still pending with the SEC, and there has been no update to that as well. It is clear that the SEC is choosing to take their time with deciding how they're going to move forward with cryptocurrency regulation in the United States. Our next topic of discussion has to do with Indian exchange CoinDelta. CoinDelta is an Indian company which operates cryptocurrency wallets and exchange platform and allows people to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. This exchange has been in operation for 16 months until the RBI ban on providing rupee support to crypto businesses. The growth of Indian crypto businesses has been heavily crippled by the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, which has ordered financial institutions to stop dealing with cryptocurrency businesses last year. A ban has come into place on July 5th. India's government and Supreme Court have since been wrestling whether that ban is proper and whether it should be allowed. March 29th of this year was supposed to be the final hearing on the matter. However, this date has been postponed to July, presumably due to the upcoming elections in the country. CoinDelta has released a statement saying, "Dear users, much to our regret, we will no longer be able to provide exchange services for cryptocurrencies. It has been really difficult for us to operate CoinDelta Exchange for the last 6 months. The curb on the bank accounts by RBI has made us handicapped in order to provide seamless deposit and withdrawal services. There has not been any significant progress in the Supreme Court case, which makes it difficult to predict when we will see the regulation. All markets will be suspended at 2 p.m. on March 30, 2019. we will cancel all the open orders at 2 p.m. and funds will be returned to your wallet. We will continue to provide wallet services until April 29, 2019. You are requested to withdraw all of your funds within 30 days. So if you're a user of CoinDelta, we recommend you get on there and move your funds to another wallet. Also on the topic of regulation, Japan, according to a local news outlet, Sankei, has said that the upcoming G20 summit in Osaka, Japan, which will occur from June 28 to June 29, lists cryptocurrencies as a leading topic on the agenda. The Prime Minister, Shinzo Abe's government will address recent amendments to the Financial Instruments and Exchange Law and the Fund Settlement Act regarding virtual currencies and the digital economy. The Japanese government is putting a particular eye towards security. In the wake of CoinCheck hack, which drained $532 million of NEM last year from the Japanese exchange, policymakers are aiming to intensify crypto trading restrictions. Japan's Financial Services Agency has already introduced legislation that requires customers to manage their crypto assets using cold wallet technology, disconnected from the internet. It's good to see that Japan is taking cryptocurrency seriously and moving it to the forefront of their legislation. The Deputy Prime Minister and Finance Minister, Taro Aso, announced that Japan will no longer refer to the asset class as virtual currency. He is quoted saying, "In light of international trends, the so-called virtual currency designation in the world is expressed as cryptographic assets and will be changed to this." On another note, things seem to be improving for the number 2 coin, Ethereum. According to Etherscan, the number of pending transactions has dropped from 90,000 to 6,000 in recent days. The smart contract token has been known for promoting decentralization and allowing for third-party users from various industries to develop decentralized apps on top of its blockchain. Moving right along to everybody's favorite, Bitcoin has added $2.5 billion in the last 36 hours. Bitcoin's price is up 3%, and Bitmain, one of the main mining farms based in China, has announced that they plan to boost the network's hash rate, which would be good for strengthening the network. The increase in Bitcoin's price is expected to come as a result of Bitmain's plans for deploying 200,000 new units as they plan to take advantage of low electricity costs this summer. According to sources at CoinDesk, Bitmain has already started discussions and making deals with farms to host its equipment so that it can be fully prepared. Bitmain's decision to scale up mining despite Bitcoin's current low price may show some low monthly profits in the next coming months. However, we'll see how that translates once the market starts to pick up. Bitcoin tested the $3,800 floor mark. However, there has been a sharp turn on the 20-day moving average for Bitcoin. Aggressive traders are expected to ramp up the price once things exceed $4,200. However, altcoin traders are holding back and waiting for a definitive move by Bitcoin before more investments pour in. This concludes the second episode of the BitTalks Podcast. My name is Brandon Rodriguez, and we'll see you next time.